You are getting better to push yourself into a glorious future, into the perfect future, into the perfect thought of God and your dreams for you. So you're not getting better to be able to prey on people. You're not getting better to be able to go on a competition or comparing yourself to other people. There is something that's unique about you. Everybody is unique. No matter how you try to compare yourself with anybody, it doesn't take the fact that you are amazingly unique. Hi everyone, you welcome back to AJOKE'S vlog. My name is Ajoke. So guys, how is the social distancing at your hand? What day are you on? Are you on your day 12, day 11, day 9? Okay, I am on day 69. 69 days of staying indoors, 69 days of social distancing. 69 days of staying safe, praying and hoping the world would beat and conquer and send COVID-19 out of the earth. Not just my country, not just China, just every nation. And all you have to do is keep washing your hands. Sorry, I said keep washing your hands, practice social distancing, sanitize your hands, eat good food, rest. And you also can just make use of this time to be productive. You can learn a new language. You can always start a YouTube channel you want them always wanted to start. You can bond with your family. You can pray. You can do a whole lot of things. You can take online courses. So guys, if you are confused on how to handle this period, I'm gonna leave two links in the description box where me and my friend and myself only talked about what's up with this self-isolation period and how we've been able to handle it. Okay, if you are a new subscriber, I welcome you to Ajokevlog once again. Please do subscribe and stick with me. It promises to be an interesting, awesome, fantastic, and educative ride with me and you on this vlog. Okay guys, today I'm gonna talk about how to activate your best self. Like how to activate your best self. I know someone is asking me right now, like, is this the best you? Actually, this is not the best me. I'm on a journey to being the best me. So I just felt like I should carry you guys along as my accountability partner and also share with you things and tips of what I've gotten so far, some that I've practiced and has worked for me, others that I've failed at and I'm hoping to keep working at it while I go by. Okay, number one, a lot of people do not know that there is something called their best self. I don't know. I always did not know something about my best self, but the revelation came to me because I was just tired. I was just tired of being me. I was just tired of being me at some point, and I had to be sincere. I had to take a stock of my life, of my behaviors, of my characters, my morals, my belief system. I just took a stock of everything, my friends, the kind of connections we have. Am I taking so much? Am I giving so much? Everything. I have to take a stock of everything, and then it just brought me to a place of I have a lot of things to deal with than the things that I don't have to deal with. So I became a researcher. I went in search of knowledge. I read books. I met a lot of people. I tried to like just bring myself together, bring my act together. And I'm saying that though I have not yet achieved that perfect person, there is no perfect person or a person of my dream, a reflection of my future. I have not achieved that person, but I can also say that I am not the person I used to be. So these are the things that works for me, and maybe they have worked for me and that still works for me. Is number one, I have to accept myself. You know, I know a lot of people will be like, oh, self-love. This one is not self-love. Self-love sometimes will be like, let me just love myself because it's me. You just have to accept yourself. You have to take a stock of your life, of everything that has happened so far, and your wins, your failures, your lows, your highs, the restrictions, the boundaries, everything. You have to just accept them as this is me. I'm not saying that you should conceal your faults or everything, but you have to just accept you first. Because I know that at the end of the day, you will need people to accept you. Be like, oh, you have to accept me. But you have to accept yourself first. Like, this is me. I'm the right person in this color, in this shade. I accept my mind. I accept my sharp mouth. I accept my struggles with Chinese language characters. I accept my walk with God. I accept my family as my part of me. I accept my intuition. I accept my stupid social behavior. I accept my not going out. You know, you just have to accept everything, and then you don't have to judge yourself. You know, at point when I was taking a stock of my life, I was judging myself. It got to a point I was judging myself, like, what is wrong with you? Why are you like this? Why, you know, even when I try to improve and I fail, I would judge myself. But then it got to a point I was like, excuse me, failure is a sign of effort. So that I feel that something means I've tried. So I deserve kudos for trying. That I'm trying to work on my personality and myself, and it's not working. I'm not getting the desired results. I should not judge myself. I should accept myself. So first thing you have to do is you have to accept yourself for who you are. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. Number two tip, you have to be your own person. I don't know, maybe you're already your own person, but then for me, I was more of everybody's kind of girl. I was always everybody's kind of girl. I was always trying to be in everybody's life. I was always trying to make everybody be in my life. And then I realized that the more people I have, the more burden. I feel so burdened in my mind. Like, I have good people in my life. I've always had good people, amazing people, just few bad ones. So I feel so burdened, like I have to stay in touch with this person, stay in touch with this person. And then words from different people were getting to me. I really do not know who to listen to. I really do not know how to feel when A gives me an advice, B is also a trusted person, gives me an advice. I have a conflict going on in my mind. So this is the decision I had to make. Like, girl, you have to be your own person. You have to be your own person. You have to realize that the solutions that you desire to yourself, to the things you want to do, first has to start with you. People would give you opinions, people would give you help, people would come and do a lot of things to you, but at the end of the day, you realize that you are reflecting their thoughts. You are not reflecting the power of you, who you are. So, dude, lady, you have to be your own person. Like, you have to act, because you are trying to be your best self. You're trying to be a higher version of you. So if you don't hone the person you are, the being you really are, how do you activate it? It's just like if you don't hone a mobile phone, how do you update the system? So you have to own yourself to be able to activate yourself into your higher self. So number 3, you have to give yourself credit. You have to give yourself credit for everything. For everything, every damn thing, every damn thing. You have to give yourself credit, you have to celebrate yourself, you have to validate yourself. You don't have to look up to people for validation. You have to validate yourself. Even when you make mistakes, still celebrate yourself. Hype yourself. Hype yourself. Like, there is an advert that says or a digital advert that says, oh, if I don't take care of them, who will? If you don't hype yourself, who will? If you don't celebrate yourself, who will? And you know that the amount of love you put in yourself will determine the way people would love you. Basically, the kind of respect you put in yourself, the kind of investment you put in yourself will determine the way people would acknowledge you. Though this thing, I'm still struggling with tip 3. I'm basically still struggling with tip 3. There are days I get it right, there are days I get it wrong, but I get it right sometimes doesn't mean it doesn't work. It actually does, and you have to put in conscious effort. So you have to hype yourself, you have to tell yourself good things, you have to affirm yourself. You have to affirm yourself. Even when you struggle with failures, you have to tell yourself, oh girl, I'm so proud of you. At least you've tried. At least you're trying. That means you're not a dumbass person. Like what a friend told me yesterday was like, at least you're trying. So I was like, yeah, at least I'm trying. I might not be in that time of my breakthrough. I might not be in that time of success, but then at least I'm putting in effort, and that is highly commendable of me. So number 4 tip is you have to know how to channel your energy. Like, if you're like me, that you have a whole lot of energy, you will know it's difficult trying to channel your energy. You lose focus, but then you have to bring in a consciousness of knowing how to channel your energy, knowing what you invest your time in. If at all you struggle with investing your time in people, this is what I do. I'll rather pray than trying to reach out to people that I really don't want to reach out to. I'll rather sleep than trying to go ahead with gists that will lead me into gossip or something. So you have to know how to channel your energy. You have to know how to channel your thoughts, because from being able to channel your energy, you're channeling, you're cleansing. You're cleansing your mind, you're cleansing your heart, you're making your soul receptive to a vibrant energy from outside. So you have to know how to channel your energy. You don't have to make your heart your energy towards toxic things. When you invest your energy in toxic people, in toxic things, in toxic gifts, in unprofitable things, at the end of the day you realize that you are gradually going to become that thing you keep putting your energy into. So you must learn how to channel your energy. And then number 5 tips is you have to understand that everything you need people to be for you, everything you need people to do for you, everything you need people to stand in gap for you, you have to be for yourself. You have to be for yourself. Like, I have to even tell this, like, at a point in my life, I was so dependent. I was so dependent on people. I needed people for so much. I was so dependent on people. And it got to a point in time I was like, I would rather starve. I would rather keep failing at this thing till I learn how to do it than to depend on people to do it for me. And I think that is one of the major secret of how much I have evolved, realizing that I really would not force myself to go to anybody for anything, to depend on them. I have to make sure I have to do them for myself. And that has really helped me, and is really helping me. Like, I know some people will be like, oh, it's pride or nothing. It's not pride, but it's just that I'm trying to activate a more independent version of myself. I've spent so much of my years being a dependent, so I'm trying to activate a higher type of me that is more independent. So a lot of people will be like, oh, it's pride, it's this, but they don't know me, they don't know my journey. So you also have to learn to do that to yourself. Like, everything I need people to be for me, everything I need people to validate me for, I have it, I can do it, I can offer quality to. I'm not just taking quality from people, I'm trying to bring myself into a place of offering quality that is worth your time, worth your friendship, whatever you are trying to bring to the table to me. And if you are a girl yet to be married, it actually would help you in choice making, to know that you deserve what you are deserving of in a spouse. It helps you know what you're deserving of in a spouse, because you realize that the ideal man you're trying to create, or you're trying to meet, you're trying to project yourself as a person of that person's spec. You know, there was a time someone was telling me that, are you your spec? Like, oh, so if I want an intelligent man, I have to be intelligent. If I want a lovable person, I have to be more lovable myself. So it's just like, you don't have to create an image, a fantasy of an ideal man or an ideal woman. You know, a lot of people do not even believe that you can meet a man of your dreams. Like, they just believe that you meet a man and so far you guys you don't have problem. That is good. It's wrong. I think we are going to talk about this in another vlog. You know, when I tell people I want a man that doesn't smoke, that doesn't drink, that is godly, that is this, doesn't lie, and be like, those men does not exist. I'm like, people that meet these men, how do they do it? All they have to do is put in work in becoming what they want to attract to themselves. And they attract it by sense and by God's help. Okay, tip number 6 is, you have to build a relationship with God beyond prayers. Yes, I have to bring God into it. I know you don't want me to bring God into it, but I just have to bring God into this. You have to build a relationship with God beyond prayers, beyond going to church. You have to have a personal relationship with God, because the Bible says that before you were conceived, I knew you before you were formed in your mother's womb. So if God knows the person you're going to be before you were formed in your mother's womb, that means He has the template of your life. The highest you can go, God already knows it. And for you to activate that, you have to put in other things that like hard work, and then you have to assess God, who has the image of that person, to reveal that person to you, to always push you towards becoming that I self of who you want to be. So, kings and queens, let me chip in this one thing. Now, this thing is not magic. I'm not saying that you will try it today and in 1 month you would see a difference, except if you're going to overwork yourself, and at the end of the day you realize that you've overworked yourself and you are just empty, you are just dry, and you go back to square zero to start again from square zero to whatever point you want to get to. There are days you won't even be able to follow any of this advice. Even me that I'm saying these tips, like I said, there are days I struggle badly to follow them. There are days I don't even follow them at all. There are days I also follow them to the last letter. But you just have to know, like every other thing in life, there are high days, there are low days. So you have to accept yourself as you go by. You have to accept yourself. Oh, today, okay, maybe you realize in this time, in this season, I've moved from being a dependent person to being independent. I'm thinking for myself. Celebrate yourself. Hype yourself. Whenever you feel you're not doing any other thing right, Tell yourself, oh, you've got this right, you've got this right. So far you've got this right, you can get another thing right. So I'm not saying that this is a magic thing. It's just something like that helps us into a conscious living or of activating our higher self. So, guys, kings and queens, always remember that you are not ordinary. Like, nobody is ordinary. Like what my mother will always tell me, like, nobody is ordinary. We are created by God to achieve something, and then whatever point you are, there is always an allowance for you to be your best. There is always an allowance for you to be your best. And yes, another thing, when you're trying to be your best, you don't put yourself in a place of competition with anybody. You're not competing with anybody. You're not competing with anybody to be a better person. You're not competing with anybody to be like, oh, this person is weak. Because this person is weak, I can take a lesson from our weakness and be strong. Even if you're doing that, you're not in a competition with anybody. You're not trying to get better to be able to oppress people that are struggling with weakness. You are getting better to be able to inspire people with love, to be able to offer quality life to people, to yourself, to the world, to the people in your circle, to the people you would meet in the future. You are getting better to push yourself into a glorious future, into the perfect future, into the perfect thought of God and your dreams for you. So you're not getting better to be able to prey on people. You're not getting better to be able to go on a competition or comparing yourself to other people. There is something that's unique about you. Everybody is unique. No matter how you try to compare yourself with anybody, it doesn't take the fact that you are amazingly unique. The other person may be smarter than you, but the other person might not have a good heart like you. You might have a good heart more than the other person. It doesn't take away the fact that the other person is more homely than you. So that is one thing. Like, while we try to get better, you're not going to compare yourself with anybody. You're not going to try to get better so that you can oppress anybody. Those are the wrongest reason for you to activate your good self, your better self, your higher self, a better version of you. So guys, I hope you've learned something from this vlog, because I try to make my vlog as educative and inspiring as the kind of content I come online to check. So guys, if you're yet to subscribe, please do subscribe. Please help me share, like, comment, and if you have any questions, if you have anything you want me to talk about, please feel free to hit me up in my DM at Ajokevlog on Instagram. You can also drop your observations, anything, love notes, everything in the comment section. It gladdens my heart to read from you, to hear from you, to learn from you.